Hi everyone, Marie here from Marie Cooks Up a Good New Life. I'm back to share another video with you today. This channel, this is just my channel. I'm not very good at this. I'm trying my best to share the things that I like to cook with you, things I think that you might enjoy, simple things, nothing too complicated. I am a person who worked for a number of years as a personal chef. I cooked for a family of 7 for many, many years. Now I'm on my own, living by myself for the very first time. And I thought it would be fun to start a little YouTube channel just to share some of the things that I enjoy cooking and eating, and little hints and tips and whatnot with you. I live in Canada. I used to live in the UK. I lived over there for over 20 years, but now I'm back in Canada, which is where I'm from, and which is why some people were quite disappointed that I didn't have a British accent because of my blog, which is called The English Kitchen. That's a blog I started when I lived over in the UK. I never did take on a British accent. I always stayed true to my Canadian voice. So anyways, this is my channel. I hope you enjoy what you see here and what the things that I share with you. Today I'm going to do a very simple recipe for you, but before we get started with that, I thought you might like to see a few things first of all, I thought you might like to see the finished fruit cake, my finished Christmas cake. It's not decorated yet. I'm saving that for a video so I can show you how I do it. But I wanted you to see what it turned out like. So here it is. I've got it in my Roses chocolate tin. I've been feeding it every day. It smells gorgeous. And there it is, all baked and waiting. It gets fed once a day, every day, just a tablespoon of brandy. And another week or two, I will be decorating it, and I'll be sure to do that on camera for all of you to see. You're gonna really like it. I've got something really cute to do with it. I can't wait to show you. And another thing that I wanted to share with you were these cheese storage bags that I found. They keep your cheese fresh longer. I don't know about you, but my cheese goes moldy before I can blink. And these are cheese storage bags. They're manufactured in France, and if anybody knows cheese, it's the French. And they're just like little paper bags, like so. And you take your cheese out of the plastic and you pop it into one of these little bags. There's a space there for you to write on what kind of cheese it is, whether it's a cow, sheep, or goat's cheese, and the date. Anyways, I've been using these and they've been really working wonderful for me. They only come in the one size, but how often do you have a block of cheese that's bigger than that? Not very often. Anyways, I thought you might like to see those as well. Who makes these? Oh, Formaticum. Anyways, it says these cheese storage bags should be used more than once, but only reuse the same bag for the same type of cheese. That makes sense, right? Proper storage of your cheese preserves the purity of its flavor while extending its shelf life. These bags are made out of a unique material that allows the cheese to breathe while maintaining optimal humidity. The result is a cheese that stays fresh longer. So anyways, I've been using these, and I have to say I highly recommend them. Whoops. I'm throwing things all over the place here. I don't know what that was, but never mind. I'll get it after. You know what? It's just going to be one of those days, isn't it? Oh, it's my little thing of sugar. I have a little thing of cinnamon sugar that was over here on the side. Okay, I'm going to make for you today fried rice. I had some leftover rice. I've got some leftover ham. And I thought that would be a really fun thing to do. A lot of people might be interested in knowing how to make fried rice. It's something that you can make with just about anything. Leftover vegetables, leftover rice, leftover meat, what have you. And I've been making it since my children were, well, since before my children were born. My late mother-in-law gave me a recipe how to make fried rice. And I don't necessarily use a recipe. I've done it so many times, but I will leave the links to a few recipes if you want exact quantities in the description box below. So in the meantime, I'm going to start reheating. I'm going to use my my electric skillet again. I haven't used it in a very, I think I've only used it like once or twice before. I'm going to put you down there so you can see what I'm doing. Can you see that? Anyways, it's a Black & Decker and it's really quite large. What I need to do actually is buy myself a smaller one because this one is far too big. Now, in order to make fried rice, you're going to need a few things. First of all, a quantity of leftover cooked rice, and it should be cold from the fridge. I like to use, where is it here? Some garlic in mine. Now, I have not been buying fresh garlic lately because the fruit flies just love it, and I don't like the fruit flies. But I've been buying this organic minced garlic, and I find this serves the purpose very well. Soy sauce. I like Kikkoman. Another interesting thing that I like to add is Ketjap Manis. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. It's an Indonesian thick sweet soy sauce, and I just love it. That feels like it's getting very hot now, so I'm going to turn it down to about 350. You want a quantity of vegetables. Now these might look unusual to you. And what I've got here is some very finely chopped swede, or rutabaga as you would call it here in North America. Broccoli stems, also very chopped. Now, you know, a lot of people might throw away their broccoli stems, but don't do that. You know, they're excellent for things like this. I use mine all the time. Some chopped carrot, and this is a bit of finely chopped cabbage. I've got some chopped onion here, which is good for fried rice, and a mix of frozen peas and corn. I've got some diced ham left over from yesterday, and I have an egg that I'm going to beat and add to it in a little while. So yeah, fried rice is one of those things that you can just sort of like add almost anything to. I'm not going to, I'm not telling you that this is an authentic recipe, but this is how I do it. And I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to my pan here. This is avocado oil. I'm all out of the light olive oil that I normally use. And to that, I'm going to add these vegetables because they're going to take a little bit longer to cook, perhaps, than the other things. Now you can use whatever vegetables you like in this. You know, there is no right or wrong about it. These are just the vegetables that I like to use and the ones that we've always enjoyed. You'll find probably by the time we come to the end that you'll have more vegetables than you will have rice, but that's okay. Vegetables are good for you. Now, my mother-in-law's recipe that she gave me many years ago was made with minute rice, and the rice cooked right in the pan with everything else. And if you want, I can try and find that recipe, dig it out, and share it with you. But for today, we're using this one. It doesn't take the vegetables very long to cook. It doesn't take any of this very long to cook. Normally, I would like to have spring onions to use in this, but I didn't have any today, and I thought you would forgive me for not having any. You don't want your vegetables to be soggy, but you don't want them to be hard either. Just cook them and stir them around until they start to get soft. The broccoli will turn a beautiful bright green color, and the swede rutabaga will probably turn orange when it's done. This is one of my favorite combinations of vegetables when it comes to fried rice. I'm going to throw the ham in now because I want that to take on a little bit of color. Put that aside. Now, as the vegetables are cooking, I'm going to add probably about a tablespoon of the soy sauce. Now, this Kikkoman is like a naturally fermented soy sauce. And this will just kind of help the vegetables take on a little bit more color. And they'll also kind of steam in it. Oh, it smells wonderful already. Now, you can start adding the rice. I'm not going to add all of it yet. I want to just see how much there is in contrast to the vegetables and the ham. Oh, I guess I can use it all. You want to make sure that your rice is quite cold from the fridge. I'm going to add my garlic now as well. And how much you add of that is up to you. I don't want it to overwhelm anything, so I'm just going to add about 1/4 of a teaspoon to this lot. I wish you could smell this. Won't be too long before they invent smell-o-vision, I don't think. And now I'm going to throw in my frozen peas and corn. You could use all frozen vegetables if you want, but I like to add a little bit of fresh. Some people add ginger to their fried rice. I will do that sometimes. It depends on which type of fried rice I'm making. Now this is Ketjap Manis, and like I said, this is an Indonesian sweet soy sauce, and I just love the flavor of it. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon of that as well. And this is really going to kick things up a notch. Clump of rice there. Smells so good. You can see where the ham is starting to take on a little bit of color. The rice has a bit of color. The vegetables are now starting to be cooked through. I'm going to add just a touch of pepper because I like a little bit of pepper, but I don't think you'll need any salt because the ham is salty and the soy sauce is also salty. Now, the egg. I'm going to break the egg into this bowl and give it a bit of a beat. I'm going to whisk it up so that it's all together. You don't have to add egg to your fried rice, but we like it. It's one of the things that we like to have with our fried rice in our family. So just whisk that to a uniform consistency. And then you're going to make a space in the middle of your fried rice. And just pour that egg in there. It's going to start cooking right away. But that's okay. That's what you want it to do. And just sort of like scramble it. It's okay if it grabs a bit of the rice and things from around the side. It's going to be stirred into it all anyways. So you just cook and scramble that until the egg is all cooked. I like it to be thoroughly cooked. I don't want runny eggs in my fried rice. So can add as many eggs as you want, but I find like usually 1 egg is just right for me. Just a little bit of extra protein. We're almost done here. You see how fast that was? Fried rice. Smells really good, guys. Sorry, shouldn't call you guys. That's not very polite, is it? Okay, so that rice, the egg is all cooked now. And I'm going to start stirring it into my rice mixture. I'm going to give it just a little bit of a taste because I want to make sure it's seasoned properly. Doesn't need anything. Get a little spoon here. Let's see, get a bit of vegetable, a bit of ham, a bit of egg. Okay. I think I could use a little more soy. And I'm going to add a little bit more of this as well. Smells heavenly. Now, if I had spring onions, I would be scattering some on the top of this and it would be perfect. However, I don't. So today you'll just have to imagine that there are spring onions on the top of it. And that's it. That's my video for the day. Fried rice. It's such an adaptable, simple, let's see if I can show you some of it closer. Easy side dish. You can have it with stir fries, spring rolls, you name it. And you can use just about any kind of meat in it. I've used Spam, which is excellent. Ham, which I used today. Pork, chicken, ground beef even. You could make a ground beef fried rice. Leftover roast. It's great for using up leftovers, as I said. Leftover vegetables, leftover meat, you name it. I'll use all that up there. Right, so there you have it. My recipe for the day today. Fried rice. Delicious, simple to make, easy, quick, a wonderful side dish, especially for these days we have coming up during the holidays when you really are pressed for time and you've got a bazillion things going on. You can't beat it. Fried rice. I'm going to enjoy some of this in a while with some spring rolls. I love spring rolls. I buy the Yumi ones, I think they're called. Anyways, they're really good. A bit of plum sauce, some fried rice. I'll be set. So that's my video for the day. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up and a like. Leave a comment. I love to hear from you. Your comments are always very much appreciated. If you haven't followed me already, do consider subscribing. I really appreciate everybody that comments, likes, subscribes. It really makes my day. And that's it. That's my video for the day today. I'm not keeping you hanging on for too long. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you'll want to try some fried rice for yourself. I'll leave some links below to some of my exact recipes for quantities and things for making fried rice of a few different varieties. And that's it. I'll leave you a link for those cheese bags too if you want. And I'm not sure if my next video will be decorating my fruit cake, but I will be back, if not before the end of the week, next week, with another video to share with you. And in the meantime, I'm going to leave you, as I usually do, by telling you that I love you, I appreciate you, and God loves you too. You have a great day now. Bye.